welcome back to another video. This is Delta 6 with Delta Security. I just wanted to make a video real quick on how I get contracts, because I try to search, for videos or tips or anything of that nature, and it's always the same stuff online. There's really no videos. There's not actually a person on YouTube that really describes how they do it and what's worked for them. My process of getting contracts is pretty simple, and what I found works for me is touching base by walking into apartments, talking to maintenance, talking to residents, asking if they have security currently, if it's a good neighborhood, almost like if I'm pretending that I want to move in that area, or that apartment, or condominium, whatever the case is. And once I get all that information, a lot of times that usually opens up a window, especially talking to maintenance workers, because maintenance workers, they go through everything. If they're on call at night especially, they're constantly dealing with all the craziness. So they know what's going on, and a lot of times they fight with the office to get security, as well as residents that live, there on site all the time. Um, and once you have that information of what's going on, from what you've heard from residents and workers that do work there, and if it's a safe neighborhood, I usually go ahead and Google search any apartment I'm interested in, having a patrol area in that specific apartment or condo or, site that we try to get. And a lot of times Google is one of the best ways to find out whether there's been any major incidents, shootings, stabbings, anything in regards to criminal activity, is public record. So it's usually on Google, especially when the news reports are out. They'll highlight apartments, business names out there. Um, Plus, I always go on the reviews portion of the apartments, and a lot of times the reviews that residents or past residents leave can give you a lot of insight on what exactly goes on in the neighborhood, at nighttime especially. Um, you'll see a lot of maintenance issues. You'll see a lot of comments about criminal activity or drugs, or people arguing all the time. Whatever the case is, it will usually be on the comment section of the websites on Google for the apartments that you're looking at. The other option, and I usually kind of combine all of these things, is to get a route set of where I want to kind of work in. And I go and actually take days, weeks, months, even if it takes that. And I'll pass through there, and, my vehicle, even when I get off of work, sometimes I'll pass through and just see how it is at nighttime. See what activities going on, what they're doing, if they're hanging out, loitering, if they're drinking on the back of their cars or the hood of their cars, if, they're hanging out at park areas and there's kids running around crazy doing God knows what. All that information I will note down and attach it to a specific apartment name, so that when I go into an apartment and I introduce myself, and if they need security service, and a lot of times some people will just say, no, we're good, it's pretty quiet here. And then I can come back and say, well, I don't mean no disrespect, but I've been on your property at night because I was actually interested in moving here and just to check out the neighborhood, and I've seen these things, and I wrote them all down. And I also do security, and this is my company, and I think we can make a difference in your neighborhood. And I think that the price that I give you is fair, and it's not, you're going to get a good quality service for the same price as unarmed, but be armed as well. Um, and that's pretty much what's worked for me, at least. The other option, if you don't have the ability to go out and find stuff because you're working two jobs, which is what I do, so it's a little bit hard for me a lot of times, is I go on bark.com and I put in the area that I'm looking for, and you'll have event security, and that's how we got reviews, word of mouth, meet people, touch base with them, kind of figure out um, who they are, who we are, what we do, and we, provide a service, even if it's only for a 4-hour event. And at the end of that event, we ask if they were, how did everything go? Did they like us being there? And if they could please leave a Google review, we'd really appreciate it. And a lot of times, that's worth the weight in gold in itself. Because when you go and approach somebody, they look at your website, they look at your Google reviews, and they see what people say. And if you have bad reviews or even no reviews, they're probably going to pass it along and go to someone else at that point. So for anyone that's starting new in security and they're just starting out their business, event security, you can make a lot of money, and you can pick and choose what you want on this website. So, the bark.com is a really good tool to get out there for months. Just do it and hustle and get money and get those reviews and do a good job. And the rest usually comes, and, as far as the sites I've been able to get, honestly, I've been blessed that it's almost like God intervening in a lot of things, because it just comes up out of nowhere sometimes when I'm not even looking for security sites or contracts. And I just picked up 2 that we've started over about a month and a half now. Just being at the right place at the right time. And I don't know if any of you guys are religious, but for me at least, I put all my faith in God and, my religion, and it's always helped me out. So that's pretty much it. That's really all I do, apart from, business cards, brochures, Facebook, things like that, which everybody pretty much is aware of and does. But that's really what's worked for me. And I really wanted to make this video because, like I said, there's not many videos out there, because it's almost as if people don't want to give information away to help others succeed, because they feel that it's going to take away from what their possibilities are, or their contracts are, or what they can get to grow. So I think that this video is a step to helping each other out and becoming a community of security officers and companies and owners. Let's help each other grow and make our community safer, make our jobs easier, and look out for one another, because we're by ourselves out here, and it can feel like you're alone a lot of times. And having that network of other businesses or other officers, communicating with each other on YouTube comments or Facebook or whatever the case is, it really does make a difference and helps out a lot of people. And throughout this process, I've had to, touch base with my partner and research a lot of hours and do a lot of things to figure things out. So we're going to make some other videos on how to start up a security company in Florida. And a lot of times the states vary slightly, but for the most part it's all about the same. So that video will be coming up soon. So if you guys are interested on how to start up a security company, please hit that subscribe button and the bell notification button. And if you like this video, please also hit that like button. That really helps us out and, makes us think about even better content for you guys. But once again, guys, be safe out there. We appreciate you watching this video and taking the time, just to support us. And until next time, be safe.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons.